A boom. We're fuck. That's the one I wanted. There you go. Hi, everybody. How are you? All right. I actually forgot some stuff. I was too busy jamming to those stellar tunes. Anyway, what time is it? It's early. I haven't had my coffee yet. I have a huge mug, ready for you. So that should be okay. All right. Let's set up the background music and shuffle it around. Put it down to 60, thereabouts. There we go. I think everything should be okay. Here could have been better, but we'll just have to work with it. Anyway. How are you? It's 8:14. Time zones aren't real. Finished the animated series, bruh. Yeah, lots of these. I need to wipe these glasses. Lots of stuff happened since the last stream, which I failed to address, and I had a good reason why I didn't stream. Is because I was very busy for 1 month. Because like after the Sonichu series got struck down, like 2 days later, my parents arrived in China. And they stayed with us for 3 weeks, so that was a very busy time. In addition to, you know, final preparations for our wedding, which took place on May 25th. That was a big day. So yeah, there was lots of stuff going on. Got my girlfriend a Yamaha piano recently. She plays beautiful music every time she comes over to my place. That's good for you. I'm very happy for you. I have a tiny little Yamaha as well, which my baby plays sometimes. And recently she plays, that sounds fine. Okay, so now let's talk about the Sonichu series. In case you didn't know, I was making the Sonichu animated series, and I got to episode 2, at least on YouTube. And Chris struck me down. Gave my channel a copyright strike, and we talked it over DMs, and we agreed that as long as I kept my videos down, Chris would retract the strike, and that would not affect my channel. So that's where we are now. And Chris admitted on Blue Sky and X later on that basically she took advantage of the whole copyright strike system. Basically, she admitted that she felt that my series was trollish, was not in the best intentions, and basically I did not link her Etsy in the description or anything, and that she would have wished to have voiced Chris and Sonichu herself. And I think Chris talked about like cooperation or something like that, but it's not gonna happen, because if Chris is involved in the series, then Chris has creative control, and that would mean that the content of the series would not be genuine. It would be twisted to match with her current beliefs and not with the original Sonichu storyline, and that's not what I'm about. That's the whole charm of the whole series, of the whole comic book, is to see the way it was made, you know? So, I will not collaborate with Chris on any sort of Sonichu project. Most likely will not, because that would mean that that Chris dictates what gets instated into the series. We could have fought this over, but I think it's in our best interests that we both remain on fairly neutral terms. I don't want to be antagonistic, because that's gonna affect me badly in the future, of course, because I don't want to antagonize Chris. I don't want to be a troll, honestly. I don't want Chris to be angry. I don't want Chris to attack me anymore. So for the future of me and this channel, it's best to just let it lie. Chris has made her point very clear that she does not want this series to exist, and that's totally fine. It will not. Episodes 3 and 4 have been uploaded to X. In case you want to check them out, please check out my X account, and you'll find them. Just look up "Fuck It, Here's Sonichu," the animated series, and you'll see episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. So yeah, I uploaded 3 and 4 just because I had them ready already. 3 was already completed at the time of the strike, and 4 was almost completed, so I did that. I uploaded those. Just I didn't want to waste that content, because the voice actors in it performed incredibly. So and I just wanted to show them off, you know. So that's where I lay. That's where I lay. And of course we can discuss this whole copyright stuff. I mean, it's all bogus. We all know. Does Chris own Sonichu because it's just Pokemon and Sonic, whatever? But there's a case to be made, honestly. I think this camera's not the best angle. Let me pull you down, baby. It's a bit better. Something like that's a bit better. Okay, good. Why don't you have sheets on your bed? It's not my bed. It's the guest bed, and these are sheets actually. It's just difficult to make it this way because there's a mosquito tent is under the sheets. It's difficult to make it nice. I bet everyone who has ever dealt with Chris in person remembers him. How could you not? Of course. Big ups for that man that was mad, pleased to see it all drop and the VOs could get names out. Yeah. My girlfriend says, "Hello, Papagino. I hope your son is growing strong." Hi, Chris, we're a girlfriend. Hope you're doing well. Yes, baby is growing up big and strong. He's 1 year old already. Can you believe? So I figured I would have talked more, but apparently that's it. That's the end of the story. Why is there just dead space in this track? Fuck. I messed it up. There you go. Let's set up my second monitor here. Am I too cheap to spring out on a real second monitor? No, I'm not. I'm just not really interested in one. I don't need it. The only reason I would ever need a second monitor really is whenever I do these streams and I just read chat, and I really don't need a second monitor for that, do I? Do they let Guaylo eat? Why are you so emaciated? I don't understand these comments because I'm fat. I'm losing weight. I get where you're coming from because I probably look thinner than I am. At least from the chest up, I'm kind of bony, which is weird because if you look down, it's that is not right. Okay, I should probably put it. Why I don't have a? I feel like I had a better angle here because I'm quite fat actually. Underneath it all, I'm quite fat. So I'm losing weight. I gained like 15 pounds over the last 2 weeks, and it's really not good because the food's been so good. So I better stop. Anyway, so that's just about it. You can ask me, you know, thanks. Anyway, was that true? What was true? Chris mentioned an animated series on the work as a justification. Whatever Chris is planning, I don't know. I'm not involved, so we'll see what happens. And good luck, Chris, animating that. So you're not on roads. Is the next part taking a while? Of course, it's taking a while. I'm not even making it. I'm kind of like bowling pin shaped, you know, thin on top, fat on the bottom. That's more. I got thighs for days, man, and an ass that won't quit. So let's get on with the show. We are looking at Chris. No, we're not. They're looking at me. Please look at me. This is me. This is my music channel. Please check out my music on Gino Samuel on YouTube. Gino Samuel Official is. So yeah, that was fun. I had to reset this camera for some reason. It didn't work, so I need to then copy this. Go over here. Stop that. All right, thank you. And now we paste it over there. Paste reference. There you go. Next, we can transform. No, this. We can transform it. Flip horizontal, I believe. Yes, that's correct. And now we crop it right here. Ain't this fun to see this live instead of doing this like behind the scenes? This is so much more interesting this way, right? All right, let's make it smaller. Not too small. There you go. Something like that. And make something like that. And there you go. Chris is looking great here. That was Polaroid. Yes, Polaroid is such a banger. Thank you very much. I got wide birthing hips. That is very true. That's one of my traits, really. So yeah, what keeps us fascinated? Yeah, Polaroid, great track. Thank you very much. I finished the album. I'm gonna listen to the album one more time today, and just to make sure the mix is right, and then I'm gonna send it off for download and streaming. It's gonna be up in 2 or 3 weeks, I guess. I'm really proud of it. Unfortunately, I feel like I can never get that Polaroid sound with the other tracks. I just copied and pasted that Polaroid project. I replaced all the audio tracks, all the MIDI files with like newest instrumentation. I kept the mix like the same pretty much, and all the effects the same. It just never sounded quite the same. I don't understand why Polaroid hit so hard, but yeah, it's a pretty good album. I like it a lot. It's called Squeal. Check it out when it's ready. Anyway, that is... apologies to the liked, bronies, and Pegasisters. Please unblock me on Twitter. 1/28/2019. Transcript. Yes, the Polaroid sound. What's wrong? Sorry to ask him. What are doing all the... I'm not interested in doing any other lolcow documentaries. Are you going to sell signed copies of Polaroid on your website? Man, I have trouble selling the signed copies of Morgana, and that's my biggest album to date. So I really think it's doubtful. By the way, Morgana on CD, signed copies available on my website, www.ginosamuel.com. Also check out my Bandcamp, available there too. So yeah, we'll see if I blow up, because I heard the new Sabrina Carpenter song "Manchild." That really sucks. I'm really disappointed, because 2024 was a really good year for music. I think like it got real good bangers, pop bangers, and really nothing happened so far this year. It's really disappointing. So maybe Polaroid is the hit of the summer. We'll see. Anyway, let's see what's happening.
Hello, everybody. This is Christine Chandler coming
Bring
to
up
you
the sound a
live
bit.
from home, and just addressing.
This is
you
heavy.
know who you are, my fellow bronies and Pegasisters who blocked me on Twitter. Just so many details. I mean, the obvious big thing, among which is the bad,
Yes, Polaroid, not Squeal.
outdated reputation I had that's like 12 years old nearly. Seriously.
So what's happening is that Chris upset some people in the Brony community, some Brony creators, and they started blocking her on Twitter. And Chris was upset about that. So she made, as Chris's wont to do, Chris made a video addressing them. Just like 12 years ago she did. 10 years prior to this,
2007, no, Joe's been hating on me since then. And they're the ones that they made me do all that. They deceived me, blackmailing, all that. I would never have done any of those things that I am very shameful of today if they had not gotten involved. I'm just as trolled and bullied as most of y'all. I'm serious about that. I mean, I know, and I don't want to dox anybody accidentally. I know one gets hated so much she just totally out. And that's how I'm
What the hell
feeling.
just happened?
Too much of it. And she's been on YouTube since 2012. I've been online since 2007. I could teach her how to be like Stonewall Jackson to every single troll bully.
Chris is very fond of that Stonewall Jackson comparison because she made that also during the Catherine date. I was like, Stonewall Jackson. That's a Confederate general, no? I guess famous for not caring?
More recently, where everybody started blocking me, and it became more and more and more and more and more and more and more, and the rejection just killed this mind in my body so much that my soul does not want to return home from CY97, where all of our OCs actually do exist, coexist, and everything.
Yeah, man, if you just started watching this version of Chris without any preparation, even just watching through Chris's videos on her channel was not enough to truly understand what is happening. You know, a lot of autistic Southern guys love Stonewall Jackson. The only thing he ever changed about himself was his gender, still a spurgy cringe lord through and through. Well, that's nice. What was I gonna say about Chris? Yes. So I mean, it must. Okay. So Chris started this belief around this time, maybe a bit before, is that Chris does not truly belong to her body in a way. Chris believes that she is a spirit, a goddess that is billions of years old, and now she inhabits this body that happens to be this autistic trans woman. You know, luck would have it that would turn out this way. She came from the Andromeda galaxy on Kitasuna, the planet that Jacob Sognus talked about, and then she traveled to Earth some time ago. She had sex with King Arthur and Merlin, and then she wound up here. So that's where Chris is at. I'm kind of interested in making more content about Chris's beliefs and just trying to make sense of it all. So there's a couple of I'll just let it play because it's just bullshit.
And
It's just bullshit. Let it play.
harassment. I do not harass anyone.
Okay, that's
Only thing
the only people I have harassed.
things I do on Twitter are kindness and supportive type commentary. You look at my history on my one main Twitter account, you would have seen, before all this chaos, you would have seen nothing but positives. And look at the last few comments left y'all before you started blocking me. Positives. And
Very positive.
among which, those
There's the line.
harassers, they
So I'm interested in making some more content
outdated
about
and
Chris, like a Christian, a concise history, or just it sounds like the way it's gonna be. It's gonna be a single video, about an hour and a half or so. Do my best.
Got $6,000 on me.
And make a short version of the comprehensive history, make it a concise history. Then there's another idea is the history of Christian in Chris's own words, because Chris talks about her own life a lot through the ages, and I'm very very interested in basically taking all these snippets of Chris talking about events in her life and basically making it so that Chris is narrating her own life through her videos and through her like phone call recordings as well. That's pretty interesting because I was inspired by this bit early on in the original Christian documentary by Satchmo, where it really feels like very professional, like Chris is actually involved with the documentary and talking about how he was raised and talking about his childhood, because Satchmo took clips from the first YouTube address video in 2007, I believe, from Chris, and Chris is talking about the way he was brought up and what's his heritage. He's related to yada yada, my mother, my father did this, and it's got this delightful chirpy music underneath with all these clips of and photos of young Chris. It looks like really professional, you know, and I wanted to extend that. Just make a whole video of Chris's whole life. Chris talking about Chris's own life. And make it that way. But then it gets a bit difficult when Chris changes her beliefs completely around this point and turns into the whole Andromeda goddess Merlin hoe, you know.
About that, and I'm sorry for offending each and every one of you, but I ask is just, I gotta get my mental sanity back, so please unblock me. Please unblock me. I'm very, very sorry for everything, for offending each and every one of you. Super serious.
Super serial. Excuse me.
All those damn trolls and damn haters and harassers, they've been ruining my life since 2007. 2007.
Where does that cat's paw look? What does this mean?
And I seriously have met each and every one of your OCs, by the way, in Equestria, in the Secret Rift, and there is a cold town in Equestria. That same cold town. And my Magic Chan did set up. My husband, Magic Chan Sonichu, talked with the actual Dr. Wolf and Firebrand, and I'm the Red Spy. I have been the Red Spy since...
I have no idea what's happening, and neither do you. It's fine.
I forget exactly when.
It would have been very fun to continue with the Sonichu animated series. I was having... It is not easy to do that, but it was fun. It was enjoyable, and I'm truly thankful for the voice actors that were involved. They did a great job. They really had no reason to be involved with this, but they did it anyway. And it was a fun experience, at least. So that's cool. I'm also very thankful now that I will not animate that fucking Equestria episode. Holy shit, I'm so relieved. But yeah, it's the one that got away, huh?
And that's another thing.
Bit sad about it, honestly, but
That's making the merge between
it's fine.
C197
But now, since the Sonichu anime series is not happening, I can focus more on other stuff, such as the Otabenga documentary, which will be up on my channel, Gino Samuel 3, for all your documentary needs, fairly soon. It's very cinematic. I'm enjoying it a lot. Enjoy making it a lot. It's my most movie documentary so far, at least. Lots of CGI stuff happening. There's lots of cinematography happening, and cameras moving around. And there's a semi-fictional, a semi-fictitious aspect to it as well, about a narrator involved with the story. So it's pretty cool. And what else is happening? And of course, the remastered Blu-ray release of the Comprehensive History is also going ahead. And I'm currently working on episode 3 at the moment, so I gotta catch up. Episode 1 is one of my favorite videos I've ever made, honestly. The remastered episode 1. It's 10 minutes longer than what's available on YouTube, and it's very different, honestly, in pacing, in styling. It's more in line with the way that the Comprehensive History turned out to be later on, because back when I first started making these videos, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just doing what I felt was right, and I didn't really have my own voice, my own opinions, really, my own stylings. I just really relying a lot on the quickie and the mood of the narrative of the quickie. It's very insulting. It's a bit aggressive against Chris, and I left that behind as I went along with the series, and I found myself and I found my styling. So I'm remaking the first 43 episodes. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. I mean, as we go along, it's gonna be not that much different. But I'm re-recording the narration for all the first 43. That's what I feel is, that's what is needed. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna let you know whenever the Blu-ray and DVD set is gonna be available.
For stopping the hate, for stopping the harassment, for bringing my mental sanity back. Please unblock me on Twitter. unblock me. That's all I'm asking. We don't have to be friends, but
Would I ever do another space documentary on something like Apollo 11? Love stuff like that. I enjoyed the Leica documentary as well, and I want to make more. Yes, I mean, I want to make more. I'm not planning on anything yet. I have other plans, but I would love to do stuff on the Apollo program, on the Soviet space program too. That's very interesting. More on Antarctica as well, and the Arctic. Really, really cool stuff there. It depends on how my Gino Samuel 3 channel turns out. I'll see how it develops. I have the Otabenga documentary in the works for now, and after that, it's going to be the violent death of disco. That's my plan. And also, then after that is the Australian Emu Wars. Beyond that, I'm not really sure what's going to happen, so that's my plan for now. It might change, but that's what I'm planning on doing for now. I have the William McGonagall documentary script ready for like, I don't know, 7 years now, but I haven't worked on it at all. And I'm probably going to have to rewrite it a bit because I'm more competent in script writing now. I can rework it and polish it up a bit. But I feel like I'm leaving that for if I reach 100,000 subscribers, because that is going to be a longer video as well. So it's going to be more risky to make it. So I feel like I have to earn it, because that's going to be a very good video. I think it's going to be so good. William McGonagall was like the proto lolcow, honestly. Chris and William McGonagall are very similar, honestly. They're both artists. They're both autistic. They're both ridiculed for their stuff. They're both trolled in real life, honestly. There's people pretending that they were... So William McGonagall was a Scottish poet known for his terrible poetry. And people just bought his stuff just to laugh at it. Kind of similar to the Sonichu comics as well. And people pretended to be like prestigious London West End theater producers and met up with William McGonagall in person, pretending to be like like these famous people that they want to adapt his stage plays and whatever for the East End or West End. I can't remember the London Broadway one. And yeah, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. And then someone convinced him through a letter that McGonagall received an honorary title from the King of Burma, and then he carried that special title with him till the day he died. It's kind of like Chris calling herself Jesus Christ Trans Sonichu Blue Star, whatever. I can't believe I can't remember her name now. I really don't care about this anymore. All right.
Hello.
Why is this trans? Oh, because it's. Oh, okay, that's fine. So yeah, did Willie have lots of slanderous trolls? Yes, he did. Honestly, he did. He even walked. He walked 3 days, I believe. Walked 3 days. From Dundee, Scotland, to wherever Queen Victoria was living at that time, in Balmoral Castle, because he felt like his poetry was good enough so that the Queen of England would make him like the house poet and replace Lord Byron with William McGonagall. He showed up at the gates, and the security guard said, "What the fuck are you doing here? Get out before we shoot you," or something. And then he walked back for 3 days. That's what William McGonagall did.
Bye, Christine Chandler, coming to you live from home once again. And this just can't wait. It's gotta be shared once.
He also, oh, thank you very much.
アノニマスティペット 44.20W クォーターズ Respect for not pushing it with Chris I know she don't exactly own the characters but respect Wondering THO Is there no way you and her can come to a middle ground that you can continue the series?
Yes, we can, but I will refuse that middle ground because that would mean that Chris will not want to include the difficult and troublesome parts of the series in the videos, and probably would want to change the style to make it a more polished style. Basically, remove any reason why anyone would watch a Sonichu animated series. Is what Chris wants, and if she wants to do that herself and assemble her own team, let her do it, I guess. But I will not be involved. Thank you very much, though.
Fresh in my mind, but there's actually a lot in common between I and those amongst the Brony analysts. And I just feel like I need to get this off my mind, cause shoot, I have been trolled. I have been cyberbullied since 2007.
Was Love You Long Time, Kim Wilson, Emily Troll the longest running troll? Either her or Marvin. I'm very disappointed with myself that I never downloaded the profile picture of Kim Wilson's Facebook page, because that's her, I guess. She was like dressed up as whatever, Chun-Li, I guess, or something, for like some sort of convention, and that was her profile picture on Facebook as she was chatting with Chris on her account. And there's a very low res version of that available on the Quickie somewhere. It's like 200 by 100 and it's fucking useless. And I tried to like reverse image search it to see if like someone took a photo of her at those conventions earlier on, and I did not find it. Really sad. And her account is deactivated now. Really sad about that. The fact that Kim and Marvin met up so many times in person and worked in tandem at these real life events, it makes me feel like they are a couple, honestly, because they both wrote accounts of seeing Chris at these conventions, at these same conventions, and of course, they participated together during the Emily date. That was them too as well. So I'm thinking maybe they're together, romantically at least. Kim has not been active on the Kiwi Farms for a while, a couple of years now. Marvin is still active. He's not so active on the Chris Chan subforum, but he is doing other stuff. So he is still around.
All right.
It might be Marvin's longest running troll.
And y'all didn't come onto the internet till like a few years later. I know, there's a wikia called Secret Rift Wikia about some of y'all. I mean, look it up, just right there. But aside from that, I know I got a basic glimpse of each of you from what I've seen in amongst your videos and on your Twitter and whatever.
Also, there was that one recording. It was a post Chris call recording of, I guess, Kim Wilson talking with Chris, and it was around 2010 when then basically Kim Wilson then talked with the rest of the miscreants about what Chris talked about to her, and Chris said that he dreamt about Barbara belly dancing for him and they're having sex, whatever, and during that call, Kim Wilson revealed to the miscreants that her real name is Kim. Partial docs right there, so it is Kim. It's not Emily. It's actually Kim. So that's really interesting that she would even say that, and that would be recorded and then released. That YouTube channel, Men in the Pickle Suit. This YouTube channel, a message to Chris Chan from an old friend, the Nation of Pickle Men. This was 15 years ago, uploaded April 24th, 2010. We probably know this video, you know, of this guy dressed in the pickle suit. You know? This one. He's being menacing and cringe. I did not really think that this was anyone particular, you know, just some guy online pretending to be the Pickle Man, whatever. And then I look at this channel, the Nation of Pickle Men, and you don't have that many videos here. You got a message to Christian from an old friend. You got I Spy with My Little Sunglasses, Chris's Wikipedia. And then the PVCC new info on Chris and Barbara spoon each other, and this is,
okay,
and this
here we
is
go. All right.
And this is the recording that I'm talking about. Is Kim Wilson talking about Chris and Barbara spooning, and I'm just interested, like, is this actually Marvin's account? Is that actually Marvin in the video? You know. Because this channel is the source of this recording.
All right, so Chris, being Chris, you know, telling the truth all the time, he's admitted that him and his mother spoon on his bed frequently.
Oh, God.
And Chris has also said that he has had a dream about Barb, and in this dream, Barb is an Egyptian belly dancer.
Oh no!
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, go.
At one point I had friend zoned him, saying that, you know, Chris, we're only friends and all that. I will never sleep with you. I'll never date you. Yada yada yada. He couldn't accept this, so he asked me if me and him were the last people on Earth, if I would sleep with him to repopulate the Earth. Of course, I said no.
For those of you who are more American, I guess, does Kim's accent correlate with something you might hear in Virginia? Because I think it's kind of similar to how Chris talks. So I'm imagining that Kim is local, you know, from around that area. Because, I mean, of course, they met up in person quite a lot, honestly.
And so I decided to ask Chris, well, Chris, what if you and your mom were the last people on Earth? Would you sleep with her? He got quiet and then denied that he wouldn't, but whenever Chris pauses when you ask him a question, it usually means he's thinking of a lie.
Because they talk with Chris so often, they know Chris's mannerisms so well. Midwest and or Southern.
That's all I can think of right now.
That's more than enough.
He once upon a time, like the first call before he told us about the belly dance, or whenever we wanted him to recite this again for prosperity moment, he said that like he dreamed about sex with his mother and nutted the bed. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I quit the internet.
I am done trolling on YouTube. Thank you. You've been a great audience.
I mean, it's bad enough when he tells his mom when he's gonna, you know, go masturbate, but spooning on the bed.
Spooning.
Mommy, be my ivy pillow.
Who's the little spoon and who's the big spoon?
Oh, he also tried to, you know, more or less try to push the name Kimmy.
Oh yeah,
he named after the love dog, and you said fuck no. Like, you know, he wondered where all that rage came from. Don't you fucking name me after that doll, asshole.
Because my real name is Kim, and he was like, he sent me an email asking if it was okay for him to call me Kimmy, and I was like, no.
Kimmy, like the sex doll, so obviously she has issues with that. But she also admits that her real name is Kim, so that's a partial dox.
Definitely not. No.
What could I name my mama's fat belly, Kimmy?
Back then there used to be a character we made, Logan, me, that pretty much countered and made sure the friend zone actually stayed. But in order to like get more control of Chris, we wanted to basically drop.
That's not an Appalachian accent. I'm really interested in Appalachia. That's such a fascinating place. It feels like Appalachia has like some sort of prestige, like it's 1,000 years old or something, but it's just like a bunch of French people who settled there like 200 years ago.
Yeah. drop me out of the picture. That way he felt more secure by telling more shit to Kim.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you did exactly what Ricky and Blanca did.
Yes, and that's where I pretty much got the whole strategy from. So yeah, homage to you guys, right? Mm-hmm. So that was pretty much what we had to do right there because we wanted to protect like Kim from being just another fucking GF. Because like those were getting pretentious. Okay, you can stop recording, Finny.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a blast from the past. That was really interesting, wasn't it? More Scots Irish than French. I really don't know. Honestly, it's really interesting for me because it's really sad how interconnected this world has become because we're losing our culture. I want to say, and I'm not talking about like race mix or anything like that. I'm talking about like actual like locales within the same province, within the same county, within the same state. There would be so much variety, and it's all being lost because we're all being exposed to constantly day in and day out on TV and on our phones now, on our laptops, all these television programs of these polished speakers speaking a more generalized, a more refined accent, a certain way of speaking that that everyone is now adopting, Before, like in the 50s, in the 60s even, you would look up like TV shows in America, and people from different parts of America itself, from different cities, would be talking in a different way, honestly, in a noticeably different way where you can pinpoint the city where they're from, a certain inflection, a certain pronunciation, even different words would be very different from city to city, and that's all being lost now. It's unfortunate,
Well, like for one obvious example, and I'm gonna use their OCs to pretty much name them, but yeah, Lightning Bliss's creator, Lightning Bliss, So Blissy, listen, you think you've got the problems with handling the?
You think you've got problems? I got bigger problems than you.
Comments going in and in and in and in and in at you like a knife stabbing at you, just and you're like,
that's not a good face.
I've been there. I've been there. I've reacted just as badly, if not worse. So much catharsis.
Yes, they drink hot wine in France. Lol, I didn't like it. They drink hot rice wine here. They make it themselves, and then they heat it up. It's pretty nice. It's pretty sweet.
It's all bent up in me and everything. Speaking of that, and then just the fiery Joker. Yeah, he's got followers that go out all Pikmin style. And
thoughts
just
on the Minecraft movie?
It
looks pretty brain rotty. I'm not interested.
Well, all the haters and harassers.
Not bad.
All those damn freaking bugbears that I have.
Bugbears.
Well, they're doing the same thing as they did for you, fiery Joker. They did. And I've been there, and they've done that everywhere. They just want to attack me everywhere. And I know a lot of y'all can relate to this. Well, my brain is trying to.
Well, that's cute. Pigtails.
No sleep right now.
That looks like Frank Zappa.
Even Mad Munchkin. I mean, the hate. Only
This is part 38. No, this is
Stonewall Jackson.
That was about 65, I think.
What have you? And then you can only take so much of that from the haters and the harassers and everything. And then it's just explode.
It's even close to 70, maybe.
It
I'm not
tears
sure.
you up. It tears your creativity. It tears your inspiration.
Is the medallion Chris is wearing here the original? Did Chris ever repaint it or make a new one? Chris has been repainting and refurbishing this one medallion for a while. So, a brief history on the Sonichu medallion. Chris made the original around 2000, 2001, thereabouts. And that has been lost to time. Who knows where that is? Because there is a photo of it on the quickie, and it does not look the same as this. So it is a very different one. And then there's the Mark II, which after that, which was stolen by Blanca and then destroyed. And then there was the Mark III, which Chris remade, and that was just destroyed by Chris and shoved up his ass. And then there's the Mark IV, which I believe this is. This is the Mark IV, which Chris made after shoving the Mark III up his ass. You should just somehow nail the quick act. You just somehow... Oh, really? Okay, thanks. No thanks. Maybe you should stay with your mama. Mama! She could wash the dishes and cook for you. Maybe you should stay with your mama. Mama. You're really kind of stupid and ugly too. Mama. Mama. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so that's the Mark IV. And Chris has been repainting it and revarnishing it, added that weird marble on the back as well, just to prove that it's hers now. And Chris showers with it, so it's all really grimy and sticky and goopy. So that's the Mark IV since 2009, I guess. During 2007, 2008, Chris also made decoy medallions, which are... If you look very closely, you will notice that they're not the original medallions. If you look very closely, if you're a true and honest fan, you will notice that they're not the real medallions, because somehow Chris was meeting people on the street saying, "Oh, I love Sonichu, can I have your medallion?" And Chris would give out decoy medallions. Really weird stuff. It's not very well addressed in the quickie, but Chris was doing this sort of stuff, and the Blanca troll received a decoy medallion as well, in addition to the original, the Mark II, I believe. So it's interesting. It's interesting, and of course, Chris mass-produced medallions like 100 or 200 or so for the eBay era from 2014. You know, so. And then Chris is also making stuff with Prater. They're all very different. They're not quite the same as that, you know.
For my inspiration, too many times to count, and it threw me into years of depression.
What about the Evil Eye Sonichu medallion? That's just the opposite end, the opposite side of this medallion. There's like a gemstone on the back, just like in the middle of the medallion, you know. Garithia. This guy.
Y'all know who you are. I mean, even Jasper Pie. You break the fourth wall.
Even Jasper Pie?
I break the fourth wall. And we're funny. One time ago, we take things with a laugh sometimes. We can't stand being annoyed by... Oh, look, hey, pizza car. Hey. Oh, well, look at this. Here, delivering pizza to a false address, and nobody's going to pay for it. Well, you don't understand the pizza's my way.
What do you have to say for yourself?
And I've got my problems with life at home as well. With we've been on the floor of the fourth grade, leaving my friends behind at school graduation, having very terrible time in college here and there, and
he's a bit disturbed by Chris, I think.
Banned from places, being
who would
liked by some, hated by a bunch. And then
he's
just
very sweaty. It's very hot outside.
Is really shining brighter, the light of good or the darkness of the hate. And it just grinds me up.
That's a form of child abuse.
We could actually be supporting each other. We could, and just supporting each other in kindness and be like, I've
No,
been there.
the
you
Blanca
should,
medallion is not a
I heard
decoy.
your story,
Blanca got
now
2 medallions.
Here's my story. I've been there. And I've been there on the internet even longer than Silver Quill. He's older than I am. By a few years still. And y'all want to
I can show you a picture of the medallions that Blanca received.
My
She received
reputation.
like 5 or so.
Think about this
Received
a
the
moment.
Roaster medallion, the Black Sonichu medallion, the Mark
each of
II
you
medallion,
have,
the
in
Decoy medallion, the
combination,
Jigglyami medallion.
One's been
the Jigglyami
dealt
medallion
hatred
as well.
and can't just
Was
wants
his
to
first
explode
word
at everything
Sonichu?
and
That's
react.
cute. No, it's not.
That's one
It's
aspect.
the N-word, actually.
Pikmin like followers that want to target everybody else
something
that
else
they
in Chinese,
talk
trust me.
about. That's another one. Prank calls and being deceived, blackmail, and everything. This is a hard look in the mirror, just listening to me right now, talking about the problems that
They're working hard.
we actually have in common with each other, that we could actually be friends over. We could actually be supportive to each other, like a
Don't put 'em in a
support
room
group
with
or
toys.
something. I mean, she were on the other foot. I banned y'all, each of y'all, for
Will you homeschool him on Christery?
your
Doesn't need
for
to know.
your very bad infamy. And then y'all just want to try to make it up for me because I don't want to be caught up in all y'all shenanigans and everything, because I don't want to be caught up in your
You will not break
past
the
behaviors
glasses.
that
You will put on the glasses
put a
instead.
worse stain on your face than any others haters, harassers, and bugbears will ever throw upon you in the worst ways. And I have been there. I have been there.
Been
And I
where?
just want to be supportive and kind to each and every one of you. I want to help each of you with my
get the pigeon.
histories, my sharing, so we can help each other. Doesn't that make sense? Okay, well, look, I'm not asking y'all to unblock me on Twitter, but at least listen to what I am telling you right now. I've learned from my
God, there's so much
past
microphone
mistakes
dust.
and everything, and aside from the recent catharsis that I did after Mad Munchkin
Catharsism.
blocked me, that was the last straw on my
There
back
you go.
right there.
Bugbears is people that Chris doesn't like, I guess.
Why can't we all just
Get along?
get along
That's right.
on the fact that we're similar? Because y'all have
How long is this video? Oh my
your
god.
share of bad
it's been going for like 20
reputations,
minutes.
and I've got
Oh, bye-bye.
all y'all's bad reputations bumped up into me. All right?
Let
You've
me
been there. I've been there. You've been there. I've been there.
You've
You've been there. I've been there
there.
again.
Bye-bye.
Come on, just. And I've gotten stronger over the years of having to cope with all that, and
Sonichu
ignoring all that
medallions.
sort of crap.
There you go.
And even I break.
I'll give you a
Just
little video there.
each of y'all. So,
Okay. Well,
just
there's.
saying. Please take it into
Aha.
consideration.
So okay.
I really do want to be
Let's have a
able
look. Let's have a look at what's happening here.
to
So this is this is the state of the medallion in 2023. This is the back of the medallion, by the way. This is the gemstone.
Mistakes
and
too many games and what happened
looks like
there.
there's a
And I actually behaved
what's
at
it called?
the
Those
recent
shrink wrap
BronyCon very much.
figurines that they're on the side. That looks like a Sonichu right there, and probably Roaster there too. And that's the state of the medallion there, and that's part of what Blanca got. And as you can see, this this very suspicious looking medallion right here is the decoy. This is the decoy medallion.
We're all in the same
That
yacht
is the.
size boat.
Let me go back to this.
The fact that we got
This is too good.
we're all in the same yacht size boat.
We are all in the same yacht-sized boat. That is a shrinky dink. Oh, that's right. That's right. So that's a great quote. So yeah, that's part of what Icarus got. The decoy. Chris made several decoys, I believe, and of course the original medallion. Chris also Blanca also got Icarus. You on the same moon necklace? Oh no, that's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito number 5. The Gigliami medallion is very interesting, by the way. If you want to buy a very accurate copy of the Gigliami medallion, please look up www.ginosamuel.com. I make replica medallions of this and this. They look really good, trust me. And what was I going to say? Yes, this original Gigliami medallion showed up in Tokyo eventually. Around 2020, 2021, it was posted on the Chris Chan subreddit. This is in Japan. At least it was in Japan. So who knows where it is now.
Of the fact that we got all these trolling, hater, harassing problems and things.
Can you stop that? It's definitely not helping your mental health.
Well, if it means anything, at least after y'all listen to me go on from my heart, my soul, and my being and everything. Just
it's a yellow stain on Chris's left boob.
Thank you all for listening.
Maybe Chris is losing some Sonichu milk there. A little bit of Gary Stew. Great. So we're getting ready for this wonderful stop motion video. So this is in preparation for that.
Hello everyone, I'm Gary Stew, and I know what to do. Everything I say and do is right. Just like a certain lady friend of mine.
Gary, it's time to come home. Come on, we got dinner.
Alright honey, I'm coming. That's our Gary Stew. I better fly. I'll see y'all again another time. Farewell for now.
Yes, I am working on another doc. I'm working on a documentary about Otabenga. That's going to be really good. I'm glad you like the other ones. Yeah, it's fun. It's going to be more cinematic than the previous ones. And of course, I've been toying with this whole cinematic thing all throughout these documentaries that I made on the Geno Samuel 3 channel. All these CGI renders of scenes depicting moments in the documentary. There's gonna be similar stuff happening here, but hopefully with more effort, more cinematic panache. There's another one.
God, cat on the set. Hungry cat on the set.
That was a blooper, by the way. Otabenga. That is correct. That is the correct pronunciation for that. Yes. It's quite a story. It has a link to some other parts, to some other documentaries that I made as well. Like pretty much almost all of my documentaries are kind of interlinked in some way. Even to the Chris Chan stuff. The Otabenga documentary is linked to Chris Chan, to a Christery. And here's the piece of resistance, a moment with Dr. Wolf, Chris Chan, and greater struggles. So this is a parody video of the stuff that Brony Dr. Wolf would do, these sort of therapy sessions with like bronies or something. And Chris animated this with Legos, and this is great. The playlist does not go up to 2025 yet. I just updated it today. I just have to take some time and update it, but I haven't done it yet. Also, there's like 20 videos that are unavailable now. So I'm not sure what's happening there. I have to look through it again and see if there's anything that's been removed.
So, Mrs. Chandler, tell me what's on your mind.
Well, Doc, on
how about that stop motion?
1218,
It's more stop than motion, honestly.
I'm famous for my creativity and my Sonichu comic books. And I have many fans and followers, amongst which in the fan base, they're trollish haters and harassers. More recently, though, they have been targeting and harassing the Brony analysts that I like, including the creators of Lightning Bliss, Bad Munchkin, Firebrand, Eliora, Kichi, and a few others. Thank goodness your creator is not on Twitter, Dr. Wolf. Too much drama. Those particular analysts blocked me on Twitter. I seriously felt and still feel rejected. As if being verbally pushed away by Nowak at BronyCon last year hadn't scarred me horribly enough.
Yeah.
Oof. My head. Meanwhile, I've had to commute to here.
This could be just a JPEG.
C197 via astral projection, sending myself, the whole soul, to do all the work that I've been doing with everyone and by myself and so forth.
Has Christian linked to Kudzu eating the South? We will not talk about the Kudzu documentary anymore. After we move from this playlist.
And I'm either in my human
Molly
or
coddled.
my Sonichu form, and I'll typically...
What does Leica have to do with Christian? You know, I'd love to know. Leica, the whole Leica mission was part of the International Geophysical Year of 1957, where lots of scientific projects took place in the interest of advancements in science and humanity. Another project that took place was establish a permanent base on the South Pole, which took place during that year. And so that South Pole connection connects with the Terra Nova documentary. Not Chris.
end up going CPU. Access. The tough part is having to leave my body behind in 1218. Oh, but very soon I shall finally be able
I don't
to
think Chris
bring
talked about
my
Leica, no.
spot here to C197. Anyhow, I had to be here in C197 and around Quickville. And after Maddie's creator blocked us, my body's mind, still very much functional and reasonably intelligent, but not as much as I, and yet more so prone to the autism and mentally retarded effects. And it gets
fascinating how when Chris is teleporting from her own body into C197 or whatever, her face is replaced by this skeleton abomination. It's really fucking scary.
Very emotional. Really? Could not take the blocking anymore. After years
I love the mini Sonichu medallion that she has on. It's great.
of being bullied, deceived, harassed, and blackmailed. Not to mention being banned from a few places too.
Oh my god.
Not to mention, recently,
Do Lego legs actually do Lego legs do that actually, or did Chris just did Chris like do something weird? Because I don't think Lego legs do that, right? I'm really confused. Or is this a more advanced kind of Lego piece from recent years? Yeah, you can book me on Fiverr. You can either write a script up to 50 words or up to 100 words, whatever you wish, and then send me a script and I'll read it. Or if you just generally want a birthday message, I'll come up with something suitable. I've done that stuff before. It's okay.
the psychiatrist at Region 10 maybe recall that time in the 4th grade when the teacher's aide, aides counselor, and the principal helped me pinned down on the floor while audience
Skirt is Play-Doh, I see.
screams and cries of anger.
So the legs are broken. I see. And yeah, this whole pitting down on the ground thing, I'm really interested in learning more about that, because I think Chris is talking about this because her therapist brought that up, and now she's thinking about it now and she's upset about it. That's what they did? I see, look. That leg is off. No, what? No, that's actually, that is a more advanced leg. You see, it's got a ball joint. Interesting. Man, Legos have advanced so far. I didn't know about this.
So anyway, I lashed out in tantrums on Twitter. This Stonewall Jackson,
Again with the Stonewall Jackson.
who endured and grew up from all the experiences for well over a decade, crumbled and fell. Yep.
Ah, it's fake Lego. I see. That's how they did it. I see. I see. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go potty. I'll be back soon.
That brain was in such a horrible state and mess after all that. It seriously made my old bedroom after the house fire 2014 look clean and organized in comparison. And gee whiz, after the firefighters took the yachts to my bedroom, that was really a mess. So, my brain was in worse shape. So I had pleaded to them all to unblock me, but to no avail. I had thought the trolling haters and harassers were at fault for the reason of their blocking me. But it turns out, as I have been told by a valid source, they blocked me due to my past and not wanting to be sucked into the drama of my life, and apparently my obsessive behaviors too. I have a touch of OCD from the
came as soon as I heard.
autism. Some of those analysts have OCD too. In fact,
God, I stink.
they all have the same fame and internet troll bully problems as I do. I've been online longer than all of them. I have endured and suffered more than all of them together. I was a pioneer in all this.
Chris was a pioneer in autism. Okay.
I could be helped them all cope with support and kindness. And I did try to do that for them. And now they all block me and close me out. It makes me feel like I'm falling into another depression again. I feel like I want to just scream so much. I'm pretty much verging
The dogs are barking.
on becoming suicidal.
Damn.
That's not good at all. That's really not good at all. Oh my, that is quite a troublesome conundrum. I recall the great number of my past patients who had each suffered only a portion of everything you alone.
Gino, have you ever met anyone in China or Japan who knew of Chris? Yes, my coworker back in Japan. Cool guy, very cool guy. It was very fun to work with him. He's also a YouTuber. He does other stuff, but yeah, of course he knows of Chris. And man, I still remember July 20. Fuck, what was it? July 27th. July 27th was it? Or July 29th? July 31st. Thereabouts. 2021. People messaging me on Twitter, adding me on Discord. Dude, Chris talking about fucking his mother. I was working at we were working at the at a after school extracurricular English school zone kind of thing, and I went to the bathroom and I had to listen to that recording. Like, okay, don't know what to do with this. Don't know how to handle it. And I was like, and I went subtly back to my buddy there and said, dude, there's a recording leaked of Chris Shan admitting to boinking his mother. I think I said boinking or something similar that, that the kids won't understand. It's like, goddamn. And after that moment, I kind of had mental issues after that, honestly.
TB118 ティペット 44.20W クォーターズ
Hope you don't have
ページ
TB.
の Been watching your series for months now. Finished the last video a couple Tuesdays ago. The series has gotten me through many a study sesh.love your covers and other documentaries too. Keep up the good work, bossman.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A couple of Tuesdays ago. Yeah, I was not okay after that. I had to rethink my life after that happened, and I made some changes. It was during that time, like 10 days after that, I think I showed up on the Trash Taste podcast. I was not up for it. I knew I had to do it because that's like a 1 million+ subscriber podcast. Is definitely going to get me a lot of attention. I better do it, but I was not ready for that, And no, my buddy was Floridian. Floridian with he's a cool guy. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, so after that I had to rethink my life, and because thinking about Chris all this time was just not good for me. So what I did is quit my job and start working full time on Christian. Oh my god! It took me 2 months to truly get into the swing of things. But after 2 months, I was making more money off of whatever I was doing online than I was working than my job in Japan. So,
Had endured,
it's
and
worth
I
it.
agree that you and all those particular analysts could be great teachers to each other in a support group. But from their similar perspectives of you, judgmental and possibly cynical as
Is
they
Dr. Wolf
are,
talking to me?
knowing and
Oh.
aware of the past, as well as the various types of followers you have, it is discernible that they would not want to end up falling into the drama the haters and harassers keep on targeting and torturing everyone with. It becomes quite difficult to simply block out their relentless attacks, especially when they are formidable and able to rebound quick in a flash. Also, how not only wrong it is to close out the greater target, those individuals continue to follow an attack who was originally only a victim of circumstances. That does not stop those individuals from continuing to target and attack the blockers. And yet those people remain offended of the misactions made of you in the past.
My wife just showed up and she looks amazing. But she will not show for the camera. I'm so sad.
They have more than enough of their own troubles in their hands, mind, soul, and body to be able to cope or care about others' problems. Or they...
No, Chris definitely did it. Definitely did it. After analyzing all the evidence for the videos, Chris definitely did it. They're up to episode 4 on my X account, so you can look them up there. Episode 4 is unfinished, but all the voice acting is there, and it's synced up with like panels from the comic. But that's all we're gonna get.
Simply do not or care to empathize, sympathize, or understand you, in that you have learned from your past mistakes and how to endure or close out the bullies and their torture. That you have attempted
Chris is talking as Dr. Wolf. That's why Chris's voice is different.
time and again to show kindness and support to and for everyone else who had gone through the similar trials and torture as you. You have a very strong soul, heart, and senses for kindness, positivity, and justice. It is a major crime for anyone to close you out because you are plenty capable of becoming a really good ally or friend for most anyone. This tea is really good. Passion fruit for taste with some mint and chamomile for keeping the mind and soul calm as possible. When evaluating someone, one should always widen their perspectives
It's weird
and take
when he
many
looks at me.
factors into account and consider the other individual's perspective. All these remaining in a
Chris has run out of White Knights and is making a fictional White Knight in Dr. Wolf.
subjective point of view is rather very
Childhood X abuse possible, as we've learned recently, just a half hour ago or so, that Chris and Barb were spooning all the way back in 2009 or so, and probably went back before then. We know Barb has some involvement in what happened. Now, I cannot say it was rape, because Chris was never charged with rape. She was charged with incest, which implies that it was consensual, you know? Whether or not you think that she's mentally fit to consent is a whole different matter, but yeah, I cannot confirm or deny that Barb did or did not ask for it. So
selfish
it's
indeed.
a messed up
Although, Christine,
situation there.
the analysts may see you as only one fan out of thousands of others. I see you more as a peer of theirs, as you have created more than tons of what they call content in your comic books. Does all this make sense with you?
Because leading up to this call for a month or so, Chris was bragging about having an older girlfriend, like over 50 years old girlfriend apparently, and this is just like Chris, because Chris, of course, is under the understanding that a child having sex with their mother is not the most apropos kind of thing to do. So, but Chris wants to brag about having sex to everybody, but does not want to reveal who she's having sex with. So she had to make up this story of an over 50s girlfriend. You know, I mean, technically she is over 50s. So yeah, that's what Chris was doing. She was bragging about having sex, but did not want to brag about who she was having sex with. So she had to make up the story.
Fairly more or less. I do, to the best of my abilities, take others' perspectives and feelings into account. But I'm not always able to. I, the soul, am able to remain fluid in processing thought and speech.
In her
But
over
to have
50s.
To work with and around.
In her over 50s could mean anything beyond 50s. Could be 60s or 70s or 80s. Because if she said in her 50s, that would not be truthful. In her over 50s, that is truthful, because Barbara's like 78 or something.
The brain in this body, my process can easily get interrupted. It is often prone to the autism.
Flutter was not pregnant, no.
It can even fall into becoming seriously retarded, especially when it feels
Dr. Wolf,
overloaded,
please.
overworked,
You cannot say
very
regarded.
sad, angry, or upset, and so forth. It shuts off and leaves me disabled. If anything ought to be known about me by others when evaluating me, it's the stability and fragility of this body's brain. But I digress. I have learned from my past mistakes. I'm still learning and processing everything as they come. But in the recent events, everyone keeps telling me to move on. These analyses aren't worth your time, or something similar to that line. But I simply cannot. With my background, one can tell I have a real difficult time.
I'm actually losing
not
track of
being
what's happening. I
liked
really don't know what's
by
happening.
anyone.
I don't know who's talking.
And
I'm
famous
just phasing
people,
out.
including an analyst, do not cope well with being not liked by others.
How long have I been
either.
streaming?
And
122,
one
okay.
also considers the adage, treat others how you like to be treated.
Why does it sound like a film camera now?
I feel like if I stop my
Do you think it will be years before you have enough information to continue the documentary? Yes, possible.
efforts to show the analysts that I am normally likable and cool to talk with and simply make them stop not liking me, they will feel not liked by me.
Damn.
And they will feel at least a little bit saddened by that. As well as the torture knowing or thinking I didn't like any of them, and my not liking them becomes virally popular by the haters and the harassers all over the world. It would put an end to their popularity, egos, and especially their emotions, feelings of subconsciousness. And I can empathize with that. It would just be like a whole major end to them. It would just be so horrific and terrible. I would not be able to get over that. I would not be able to, just because I did all that. It's my fault. My fault. Now let it continue on. Not just because of my mentality's sake, but for theirs as well. I mean, shoot. Everybody hating everybody else is just a horrible, horrible, wrong thing to do in this world. And they think I'm not liking them, and everybody else not liking them either. They go down.
This video is great and everything, but if you zoom out and look at this in context, and just imagine looking at Chris filming this, a 37-year-old Christine Weston Chandler making angry Lego doll noises and moving a stick around and acting like a witch. Like, that's cinema right there. You sometimes have to see the bigger picture to truly appreciate what you're looking at. It looks stupid here, yeah, whatever, but zoom out and just look at Chris playing with these Lego dolls, with these Lego figurines, doing this and making. That's cinema.
My fault. It's just. So, it remains a quest for me to undo the chaos and get in the analysis all to unblock
Pure cinema.
and like me. I mean, we don't have to be friends, but at the very least,
That really
in
does sound like a film
once
camera.
in a
What's up?
while moments, I really would delight in sharing.
Why did he post this? Who was the audience? Why does Chris make videos thinking that people mentioning them will watch? Because Chris? Wait, what do you mean why? Because Chris.
The kind and or supportive thoughts, comments, or response to something that is going on with them and not be misconstrued as saying anything offensive or creepy, because I hardly ever am offensive or creepy.
Oh my God!
You all hear me out there in Dimension 1218's Earth? I am usually kind, supportive.
Chris can't help but tell the truth. I'm usually kind.
And sincere. Never, ever, ever, ever misconstrued me again. Please.
Thank you very much.
アノニマスティペット
Anonymous, thank you very much.
44.20W クォーターズ You don't realize Geno that you have joined the inner circle of Christian. You think you are an outsider looking at Chris when in reality the people watching are mocking you as well. You are part of these people and the negative effect will come.
Thank you very much for giving me money regardless. Yeah, I'm well aware I'm part of the system. Part of the system that makes Chris now, and I kind of addressed myself at the end of part 85, where I included myself as part of these people who are obsessed with Chris for some reason, and some inconceivable reason to just keep documenting Chris's actions for the sake of documenting Chris's actions, and fueling this fire, if you will. I'm well aware of that. Yes, I know. Thank you.
because of how much I have been greatly misunderstood, misinterpreted, misconstrued over the years. It just makes me feel so upset and crestfallen. Indeed,
Crestfallen.
your heart and soul continues to be in the right places with lots of great care and effort. I do know how it feels to have misunderstood.
Have you considered comprehensively documenting events as they happen? You mean just like Christory News? I think Gibby does that. Or what's it called? Funny Cattle Farm or something. I don't know. Anyway, I think he kind of does that. I'm interested in making a book, though. A Christory book.
Efforts weighed heavily against you.
When you document the abyss documents back.
Want to add unrequited drama to any simple, mundane, kind task of others. If only there were not such bad individuals.
This is a FNAF channel. Oh my god.
This discussion has been quite enlightening. Unfortunately, our time is up for now.
What gauge strings?
With you. Shall we continue?
I have not changed my strings in years. I probably should, honestly.
You on this next week.
I buy that for $1.
I feel so much merit being listened to and fully understood. You really are great for what you are. Thank you for listening. My pressure, Miss Chandler.
It's my pressure too. Deep breaths, deep breaths.
It's good to be helping.
That's the end. Oh god. Anyway. Yes, Chris is counseling herself. Anyway, let's move on to very cool birthday present. So
Hey,
this
bud.
is Sarah and Steven. I think that's the people who sent Chris a Nintendo Switch. How very topical. Wonder if that'll happen again. So yeah, notice how the word thank is never mentioned once in this video.
Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again in my house coat.
House
Anyway,
coat.
not about that, because we got a special delivery
She looks old. You haven't seen her more recent videos where she really looks. Man, she's getting there.
today. This lovely box with address on it. And there's that side. We got big ugly bots suspected from the certain fan. Side. Side. As if we didn't know what was coming. Because it came... The box came a bit damaged. So... You can pretty much see what we're getting.
It's a
Just little bit.
GameCube.
So let's open this thing the rest of the way. Oh, look.
Ruckersville.
Sylvia.
That's
Hi, Speedy.
Get away right now
He's
for your own
camera
good. Oh god, look at Sonichu looking at him.
What are you, camera shy? You're so silly.
Why are you so silly? Silly Sylvia, I love
And that's a
you.
cat video.
I do.
Would be cool if you made an ebook with hyperlinks to the classic videos or something. Yeah, because since Christory is such a very heavily visual thing, I think it would be cool to, like, even in the printed book, hypothetically, to have QR codes for all the videos that I'm talking about, you know?
Let me get my pocket knife. Do something here. There you go. She's playing with my pocket knives thing.
Oh, it's empty. It's fine.
Silly kitty. Just became a cat video.
I told you, it just became a cat video.
Silly, you're so silly.
Alright, so... I don't know. I guess I'll just pick it in and... Open it on that side. I'll go with this side.
That's a
Look,
serious
kitty.
knife. Get away from the cat.
This kitty.
Dang, she got spooked by
I thought cats liked
the
boxes.
knife noise.
It's noisy. Alright.
Did you watch the more unpleasant videos or just read about them? Like Chris videos? I've watched every video that was relevant to my research. Every single one.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about that that Panda Halo chat video where Chris films himself coming.
Duh. There.
Because I don't think I featured that in the documentary, and I'm thinking if I should or not.
Maybe do a this side up type arrow thing when damaging it. But it's good. It's good. Right. Yep. So here's a small thing. What's that? Oh.
Oh.
It's a surprise gift. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Look at that.
That's cute.
Pretty. What's it look? Yeah, it's a change purse.
It's a coin purse.
It's a pretty little change purse. I like that. Anyway, yep.
You like that? So, what do you have to say, Chris?
There it is, a Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo
Yay!
Switch. Wow.
Yeah. Get out the butts. Oh, hey, look at that. Includes $35 on the eShop. So groovy, I can get started.
So groovy.
Open this
So,
up we can
what do you have to
confirm
say
it's
for
not
this
just a
wonderful
nifty
gift,
book
Chris?
For the sake of the audience at home, what I do with the pocket knife.
Yep.
What I do with this multi-purpose pocket knife.
How did you find archived screenshots of Chris's Facebook posts? I can only find them in text form. It's the same for the emails. A lot of the earlier emails I made myself. I took the text and I kind of formatted them to match the existing whatever available email screenshots I had, like between Megan and Chris, and just like changed the text fields myself in Photoshop and just made them that way. And for the Facebook post, I also I think I went to QE Farms a lot because I know that the Quickie doesn't have that many screenshots of these online posts, but the QB Farms do. So I had to go through them chronologically through all these threads and just see what I could find. No, this was a legitimate gift from Sarah and Steven,
There we go.
who then plans
tell,
to
it's
move
also
in with Chris, basically.
A pair of pliers and a wrench. And this thing. Yay! Nintendo Switch. Yay! It's a Merry Christmas present. Merry Christmas present.
It's March.
Doo-doo.
It's March.
It's a thing. It's in there.
Yes, it's March.
And nice lovely letter. I don't know if everybody wants to read that, but
Nice little letter. Let's read this letter, by the way. Do not read what's below on video or post it online. Okay. Here we go. Let's post it online, Chris, you fucking asshole.
I don't know if everybody wants to read that, but yeah. It's safe to read, but oh well, it doesn't have their address on it, so you can pause and read that, whatever.
You can pause and read that, whatever, you fucking asshole.
Fortunately, I'm kind of
Christ.
half expecting to get a Switch in the future, because in case you haven't seen in my trophy list,
I was
had
expecting to get it,
done
so I
Starlink
don't...
on PS4, and
Oh
I also
my
got
God.
the Switch version, so I had this, the low Fonts McCloud, and the R-Wing. Zoom! So, kind of like half expecting.
Oh, so Chris half expected it, so she's not really appreciated.
So, Joy-Con things. So, Finally. So yeah, I can finally mess around. Have fun.
Oh, that's how that works? You put the Joy-Cons on that figurine and just... And when you're controlling, you pretend the plane is flying around? Like... Oh my god. Is it just me, or do, like, children are not that interested in toys and games anymore? It's all just adults. Is really weird.
Here's Kitty. Here's Sylvia. A cutie.
That's a cat video.
Yeah, I also went ahead and bought this a couple of days ago.
Because you were
So,
half
yeah,
expecting
that's
a
how I
Switch
end
to arrive magically at your doorstep.
Placing these on there.
Sancho's falling down.
Nintendo, how about DLCing us in? Sonichu, Rosie, and me, Christian Sonichu. Yep.
Look at this silly kitty exploring. Silly kitty. Why are you so silly?
Oh, I think she likes the empty bots. Wanna go and eat the bots? Here you go. Yeah. I'm
That's
going
so
out
sad.
to become a Cat in the Box video.
That's so sad.
I know.
Kids need
Cat in the box.
tactile stuff, man.
Become a Cat in the Box
My kid's
video.
not gonna be like that. No tablets, no screens for him.
Oh, you're so silly.
He's
No
so
way.
cute. Love you.
Love you. Yes, I do.
Yeah, well, and I had to buy her a new tag and collar recently because she
Fortnite.
lost her previous her original collar.
Are we done?
I'm sorry. Thank you. Look.
I-
Go. Boxing. I'm gonna mess around with this and update and all that, so y'all saw that. Okay, thank you very much and have a good day.
Well, that was fun. So, yeah. Next up, a wild Christian attempts human interaction. Let's see what happens. So this is a employee at a Wowie Zowie, another Frank Zappa reference, riding my S2 balls. I like to buy... No. I'm in the market for. That's what we're going for. Schizophrenic ramblings and delusion of grandeur. GameStop employee. Okie doke. This employee handled this interaction incredibly well. So let's observe. Chris is in a GameStop.
Hey dude,
Hi, how you doing?
doing okay? I am in the market for a brand new Pokeball Plus.
I'm in the market for. that is the expression to use.
A brand new Pokeball Plus. Let me see if we have any. Yes, we do.
And I need a pre-owned, non-closing 2DS.
Pre-owned, non-closing 2DS. Let me see if we have any of those. I'm not sure we do.
Wham! Wham wham. This Pokeball Plus contains wham.
So when no one's talking to Chris just talks to herself, I guess. Chris sounds so confident saying that too. I am in the market for a Pokeball Plus.
Oh, there it is. Should I miss this right there?
Never seen a non-closing DS. That's a thing? I mean, I guess that's a thing. There's different versions of a 2DS. A closing and a non-closing. Oh, so a closing 2DS would be like you close it up. It looks like a little plastic box. You open it up. One side is the screen and the other side is the controls, I guess. And a non-closing one is like there's no joint in the middle, so you can't smoke it. But so then it's just like more like square shaped, and it's always like this, and you cannot close it. I mean, technically yes, but that doesn't seem like a very marketable thing to even make. I don't know, man. That's a lot of yen.
Yeah, looks like the only Yeah, because we have in stock are the folding ones.
Oh, gee.
Okay. I was hoping to save some money,
the
but
OG.
that's okay. I'll just take the Pokeball Plus for now.
Alrighty.
And I do have my rewards card to make fix that.
Okie doke.
I guess I'll try another GameStop then.
Did you want to protect the Pokeball in case anything happens to
No.
it? Cool. 52,
So something
64.
is going to happen. I'm going to paint it into a special custom Pokeball I designed called an S2 ball.
An S2 ball?
Yeah, hang on a second. Designed after the classic and most popular Sonic OC ever, Sonichu.
Yeah.
Especially used for capturing electric types. And Sonichus, Rosechus, Rosies, Sonies, Vamproses, and Metonics.
Okie dokie.
Thankfully, this GameStop employee knew about Chris. That's why he started recording. But you gotta understand, Chris on the daily probably whenever she goes shopping, she just starts spouting off Sonichu lore to random people, like as if they understand everything. That's amazing.
So yeah, check me out on the internet. I've been famous for a long time.
So like it really depends on the situation. Either don't look me up on the internet because it's all lies, or look me up on the internet because I'm famous. So.
All right, well, that's cool.
Because guess who created that OC? Yo.
Yo.
And Sonichu has a Pokédex number 982. There are literally over 1,200 Pokemon in existence. They just haven't all been chronicled yet in this world.
Gotcha.
There is a 982 now, I believe, and I think it's an electric hedgehog or something. Or not.
Did you want a bag for this?
No.
Okie doke. There you go.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
The 2DS was intended for little kids since the 3D of the 3DS isn't for kids under 7 and the hinges are prone to cracking and shattering on almost all DS 3DS consoles. Well, damn. 2DS came first, right? There was a DS and then a 2DS and a 3DS, right? It's kind of bug. It's a Dunsparce and it's a useless worm. Fantastic. Anyway, that's fantastic. All right, so Chris Chan's melodic burp off Twitter. Cool. Now we're going to look at last few videos here. This is Ghost Hunting with Chris Chan. Is a video by Kopitz. We might scrub through this. This is in Staunton, Virginia, I believe. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
What's up, guys? We're here at the Desjardins Sanatorium. I'm here with Christine Weston Chandler.
Yo. Yo.
AKA Chris Chan, and we're going to be exploring this place, searching for ghosts. And it's going to be pretty epic, if I do say so myself. You think
Ruffalo, like Mark?
Think you can squeeze through here, Christine?
I think I can manage.
All right.
Up. You're caught.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Thank you. Nice job. So there's a bunch of different levels to this building.
Why is she dead, people? I think the ghosts are coming after me. Christian, come here. I got a quartz, lightning quartz on my wrist. It might take more than one try, but I'm able to do it on the first try oftentimes. But I'm going to make it right in here.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. So Chris has lightning quartz on her wrists and striking them like a... Yeah.
What?
Should I stand back?
Stand back in case you catch fire or something.
do this. Now I can do it.
What are you trying to do?
Is he trying to do like a Sailor Moon sort of transformation pose or something? Why is it like this?
Try and make it light. Hang on, I know I'm able to do it. There it is.
Oh, nice, nice.
Well, that's a nice picture, just with all the balloons there. My balloon. I like this picture.
So this is the Desjarnet Sanatorium. It's where Joseph Desjarnet did his work. He's known for being a pretty famous eugenics doctor, and he's known to still roam the halls as a ghost, obviously.
What was his
Closed
name?
down way long ago. His name was Joseph Desjarnet.
Joseph. Hello, Joe. What do you know? I've met ghosts, so yes.
It's a nice view. All right, the stairs are over this way. The next floor.
I'm
does that say?
trapped on the top floor. I'm trapped on the top floor.
This isn't the top floor.
Sorry, I did.
How'd they get here? No drama. What do you think about our current administration?
Trump sucks. That's enough said right there.
You think so?
With anybody, but I know that they're replaced by Lisa Simpson in 2000 after the dimension merge.
Oh, by Lisa Simpson will be the next president?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You think everything in cartoons will come true?
It's all everything that's already been presented on media has already come true in the sense over there in our sister dimension C197.
Oh, okay.
But as for future determinations, that's still to be determined. You know, the swastika used to mean good luck.
Yep.
All right, here it says Joseph come out. I don't really want him to come out, to be honest, because he's dead, and a ghost is a little scary.
Oh, you're only scared of ghosts because you don't have much knowledge about them.
Oh, my mistake.
So Chris is such an expert on ghosts now.
I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, I feel something.
All right, here, let's go down. Let's go down.
At least I got good cell reception in here. I can give you that.
Pods for
Compost.
Is there a pod dealer in here?
Lots of people.
Hello?
Hello?
There's junkies upstairs.
Who's
You gotta
there?
watch out.
Hello? We're friendly.
Yeah, we're not ghosts.
Can you hear us? All right, whatever. I think we're ghosts.
Don't worry,
I
guys.
still
If
hear 'em.
anything, Magic Chance Sonichu has us protected. Follow my lead. We're calm.
Let's
We're
look
cool.
at this little peephole.
Think we can kick it open?
I don't want to do that. It's clearly professionally boarded. Look at this.
It's a mess, all right. As long as we don't bother them, they won't bother us.
Yep.
We mean no disrespect or dishonor. We're just
Absolutely
chronicling.
not. Oh, we
That's my mother.
Oh.
Heyo. Bye-bye.
I love that editing. Hello, okay, bye.
It's okay.
Definitely
That
before
was
6.
just my mother calling me. Y'all's mothers were concerned about yours as well. Y'all, when you were... I mean, no offense. Thank you.
No offense, thank you. What is it? Chris was about to say, "Hey, y'all mothers were concerned about you when you were kids." Chris forgot that she's not a kid anymore.
My mother calling me. Y'all's mothers were concerned about yours as well. Y'all, when you were... I mean, no offense. Thank you. You know what's weird? I kind of got a similar... This reminds
No
me
offense,
of
thank
after
you.
that house fire in 2014 at my home. And
Oh,
just
yeah.
entering, that's it all the time. So it's like I kind of entered familiar territory with the way everything is around here.
Yeah, for sure. I remember that. There's some nudity on this wall.
Whoa! Booba!
Jeez. Had some fun hunting around the spooky trails.
Humping around the spooky trails.
Thank you all for your hospitality, our phantasms of the spook. May you all rest in peace. Continue to rest in peace.
I wonder who those people were.
The difference between knowing and not knowing. You don't know who was there. Doesn't confirm whether somebody was there or not. You hear footsteps, but was there actually people? Or was it spirits?
It could have been the spirits, man.
Always not known until always learned. So seek your knowledge and learn. Well, keep a cool, calm head.
Welcome to Jamrock. I know you said Ted Bundy is going to be coming back in the merge as well?
In this Sonichu farm,
Oh my God.
eventually, and since he reincarnated, he definitely made sure he mended his ways. I assure you that he's a good guy.
Okay. So, I mean, Christine, you can see why some people might think that the whole Quickville stuff, that, like, it might just be part of something that you drew and it might just be in your imagination.
Oh, yeah, no. We create something and it ends up there. It's not imaginations. We literally have psychic connections and links to it right over there. Kick the can. And I missed. There you go. Hi, Mom. Checking in. I don't know if you want to wait till after I got home to fix dinner or whatever. We'll see you later. Love you.
When do you think the dimensional merge is happening?
It's very soon. Within the coming days.
I'm unfamiliar with what that is. What is that?
Where the dimensions where our OCs exist and coexist and reside.
Original characters.
And here where everybody will get to see
Love that annotation there.
the OCs.
I'll have to see it to believe it, really, honestly. But I'd like to learn more about the way that you think about it, like the psychological aspect, if that makes sense.
There was a theory that was going around that you were having like very specific dreams due to some medications.
Well, it's hard to confirm or deny that, but I feel like I can say it's quite a bust. I mean, most of my dreams remain neutral. I have my nightmares. I have my good dreams, but I'm a lucid dreamer.
So you were talking about Lisa Simpson as president. What do you think that's going to be like?
I don't know which president to compare it to, really. I mean, I would like to say Obama.
Political violence can't done. We're ghost and phantom. You can get blind by stardom. Of kings are called.
If you wanted to access the, what's it called,
C197.
C197. If you wanted to access that right now, could you do it?
Oh yeah.
Would you like to try it? I don't know if anybody's ever seen you do it before.
Okay, well, hang on.
Christine, can you still hear us?
Yes, I hear you.
Are you in C197?
Yep.
Do you think I could have a conversation with one of them through you? Like, you can tell me what they're saying and you can tell them what I'm saying?
Well, Sabrina is telling me. Say hi to. Hi, just tell me. Hi, Christian. It's nice to talk
Hi, Sabrina.
to you.
Tell Sabrina I said hi.
Oh, she hears you through me, so it's like a conduit.
Oh, okay. Could I speak to maybe like Lisa Simpson or somebody?
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to move my soul all the way over to Springfield. Well, I'm talking with Homer right now. She's...
Oh, I have to bring my soul over to Springfield. It's so fucking difficult. Alright.
She's not home right now.
Can I speak to Marge?
No, she's coming in. Hi, Marge. She doesn't want her speech put on the internet.
Oh, okay.
But she will say, for everyone to remain on their best behavior and to be kind to each other. She will not stand for crass and rudeness.
Oh, of course. Yes. Wise words, Marge. Thank you.
I'm tired. Okay, come back here.
Whoa, Chris is back.
Come back. I got my brain got worn out.
All right, let's do our outro here. Hey, all right, guys, we had a great.
That was fun. Anyway, okay. Last two videos, they're kind of short. So, like a day after this video was uploaded, Chris came back to Desjardins Sanitarium by herself to post, to leave a drawing that she made for the souls and spirits of the sanitarium, which is a nice touch. Also, Chris tied her hair back really tightly, and just at first glance, it just kind of looks like
Hello, everybody. This is Christine.
Old Chris,
Chandler,
you know?
coming to you live from within the first floor.
I love that Chris chose to start filming this video right next to the penis on the wall. This is really good. Okay.
Area of the Desjardins Sanitarium. where I come here of my own volition and goodwill on a mission of peace and goodwill. I'm here because recently I've made a drawing inspired by what happened here in Desjardins and the innocent children and adults who were robbed of their rights and they suffered from the mental scars and all that. Anyway, I am leaving for them this photocopy of the lovely drawing.
Photocopy. So
Chris
is keeping the original for herself.
So that hopefully those who find it in the future.
That's a drawing of the. I gotta find that drawing, by the way. It's too good. Sonichu Desjardins Sanitarium. There you go. Brian, you know had a new song out? Okay, I gotta check that out. I was gonna haunt that place for real. Where's that drawing? Because I know I've seen that drawing before. God damn it! Where's that drawing? Does anyone have the drawing? No one has the drawing. Come on, man. That's sucko. That's such suck. Oh, there's the letter on the side. So then where? God damn it! Do I have to go to I have to go to Kiwi.
Hello,
Kiwi
everybody. This is Chris.
We're gonna look at that later. Actually, I should probably post this into the into here.
I wrote a lovely message.
So yeah, no, I'm not gonna look that good. So yeah, this is a drawing of all the autistic people in Quakeville or whatever. So you got Christian Sonichu, and the other Christian Sonichu. You got Asperchu, and you got all these autistic children that Chris put in extra effort to make them look very special, and it's terrifying, honestly. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Let's read the AI summary of this video. Christine Chandler visits the Desjardins Sanitarium, a place with a troubled past. They leave a drawing as an offering, hoping it would bring peace and goodwill to the spirits who remained there. Chandler envisions the building being restored into a positive mental health facility or a children's hospital. Close enough with Desjardins.
On the back, so that hopefully those who find it in the future, and I do pray that these halls, this building, will one day become renovated, restored. This would become a good, positive mental health facility or otherwise a general or children's hospital. That is my hope and wish for this sanitarium, and also for peace and goodwill and the freedom for all the lost and trapped souls in here to feel free to leave and move on, leaving the old, not so great memories around here behind. And
Chris is like choosing to stay next to the penis. Why?
To be out of here. Anyway.
And she put the drawing right next to the penis.
My lovely souls of this sanitarium. I leave this lovely piece of artwork as an offering to you.
Right next to the penis.
And in its presence, within this initial area, right in front of the front entrance, or rather bouncing off of, may bring a very colorful and positive light to all of you, and give you all the encouragement and feeling of freedom to leave here and allow this place to be restored as a very good functioning hospital facility.
Now that's a very good look. Yeah, that's fine. It's a very good look of the children here with some developmental delays. Chris took special extra care to make them look like they're challenged.
This and humble goodwill for all of you. Please enjoy. Not only good karma points for me, but just leaving an awesome memento. Thank you all, and y'all have a good and lovely day.
Nice. So then this video happened, which I'm gonna put into this playlist here. This was
This is Christine Chandler coming to you live.
About 4 hours after Chris uploaded that video. This guy, what's his name? Noah, who also goes by the guy. He also did the leftover media guy. That's right, that's the guy. So yeah, he did this, and then he met up with Chris again later on, and put it here. There you go. And then he met up with Chris later on with his girlfriend, had some dinner with him, and then they did the Leftover Media podcast together with Max Mandu during the lockdown, and that was a whole thing.
Live from within the first floor area.
So 4 hours after Chris uploaded this video, he went into the sanitarium and took the drawing. Can you believe that shit?
On a mission of peace and goodwill.
We're on a
Recently,
mission from God.
I've made a drawing inspired by what happened here in Desjardins and the innocent children and adults. Anyway, I am leaving for them this photocopy.
Yo, what's going on? GBC for life. Where the fuck are we?
Desjardins.
Oh, that's the girlfriend, I think.
In some fucking town in Virginia. And Chris Chan just left a fucking piece of paper in here. And we're gonna see if we can't find it.
Just look for the giant penis, and you'll find it. Anyway. There it is. And there's a letter on the back.
To the souls of and in Desjardins Sanatorium, you all did not deserve what bad happened way in this world.
Anyway.
I also pray that this building of Desjardins is to be in good, peaceful, and content mentally / perceptions.
Do I have any Sonichu merch? You mean from Chris? No, but I'm selling some Sonichu merch. Please check out www.ginosamuel.com. Link down below.
Peace and love, Mrs. Christine Weston Chandler.
Sonichu. Excuse me?
Christine Weston Chandler. And Sonic Chew.
Sonic Chew? You're fake ween. How I don't believe this. Anyway, let's close that down. And last video for today is message from Crystal W. Chandler of the future.
Hello everyone, far and near. I have something you want to hear. So please use your ears before I disappear. Let's make something clear before we start. I have a good purple heart that won't fall apart. We are all about to take part in a new event segment, which will indent what you call a cement. My intent is to present the news, which will eliminate the torment of discontent.
Just keep
reading. I am that supplement to a lesser extent. Christine has been hell-bent on being a parent, so she made a pleasant investment and got my mother pregnant. I am a fluorescent adolescent, a direct descendant, and not the only attendant. There is one other, Crystal, and I am her brother. There is much you don't know unless I show, but that is a no-go. Right now I am here solo, but soon I will have my shadow, a lovely combo. There will be no tiptoe around the tempo. I must let go of my manifesto and go back to the golden glow Babylonian weeping willow below the Jim Crow plateau. I hope I have walked this difficult tightrope well, under your light microscope. Nonetheless, God bless. Thanks for working with me in this process. More or less, it's still a work in progress. I hope to bring happiness for all parties. And please don't sniff those gnarly Sharpies.
It's like the jungler. So my theory is that this was the documentary maker who did Chris. Yeah, it sounds like Chris wrote this. All parties and yeah, the maker of the Chris Chan versus the Internet failed documentary project. I think this is him because I think the Kickstarter was released a few days after this video was published, and I know for a fact that he spent some time with Chris, up to 5 days even, filming Chris around the area, making a documentary, you know. And yeah, that one failed. So I'm thinking that's him, either him or that previous Noah guy. And I feel like their voices and mannerisms don't really match. So that's my best bet, but I could be wrong. All I grasp from that speech is not to sniff markers. Okay, that's good for you. Don't stop it. Thank you. That's the end. How bright. All right. I received my adult autism diagnosis in August 2021 on top of my name being Christopher. Your content helped me reevaluate my own life. I'm glad. I know you're doing well. All right, let's go back. Has any of the docs... Yeah, it's been leaked a little bit. The trailer, and I think there's a scene in the woods. Chris walking through the woods or something. And yeah, that's all we have. And apparently the guy destroyed the hard drive that contained that documentary because he was being tormented by trolls. Did you end up ordering bigger t-shirt sizes of your... No, I did not! I'm sorry. I feel like I should. I'll let you know once I do. No worries. Cursed hard drive. Yeah, he said he destroyed what he recorded at the time. Yeah. Obviously, reminded me of things. I thought, okay. So, I guess that's the end. Can you please say your world famous iconic catchphrase before you go? Alright. And that was the... Yeah, that was the one with the Megan interview. That is true. Goodbye, Japan. Slavian. Hope you enjoyed it. Please check out any relevant links down below if you're interested in following up on what I've been making outside of Chris Chan and stuff. Working on Chris Chan Part 3, the remastered version. I'm going to continue more today. The Otabenga documentary is going along pretty well too. Super excited about that. New album coming out later this month would be really, really cool. And I think that's about it from me. Check out Patreon if you want more. Bandcamp, Spotify, link down below. My music channel, official Gino Samuel. And also my documentary channel, Gino Samuel 3, which I don't have a... I don't even have a shill bar. Where's my shill bar? It should be here, right? There it is. God damn. What happened? There you go. Weird. Okay. So yeah, thank you very much for your fun chats and your mega chats. Greatly appreciated. Don't tune into the streams. This might be a question asked a lot. Has Chris done anything worth making a video on? I mean, since I stopped, I mean, there's a few videos worth of stuff, sure, but not that much. Yeah. Anyway. Did I get a new keyboard? Or this one I've been yeah, this one I've had for a while now. This is a low-free block keyboard, mechanical 98 key keyboard. It's really cool. I love it a lot. It's more reliable than the other one that I had. Really nice stuff. Really retrofitted action right there. Very heavy. Very clunky. I love it. It came with its matching mouse, which is also like cassette futurism style. It's really cool. I like it a lot. It's using keycaps as the mouse buttons here, so it's really cool. So anyway, that's the end, and the music stopped just now perfectly. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves, and take care of someone else. Until I see you next time. Bye 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 bye. Bye. Show that dog channel more. Yes, I have to. I have to. June Samuel 3. Link down below. Bye. Want lunch.